What's up, my fellow comic book readers? Guys, I went to Charlotte for an EDM concert. Shout out to Ray Volpe. If you're an EDM fan, almost guarantee you know who Ray Volpe is. He's a local dude, and we went to a pregame party, like a party before the concert, right? And come to find out, because there were some people there that knew more about Ray Volpe than I did, come to find out Ray Volpe is a huge comic book fan himself. So shout out to Ray Volpe for not just being a great EDM, artist, but also, he's a Spider-Man is apparently his favorite superhero or comic book, I guess. Anyways, guys, on the way there, I had to stop. At some comic book shops, and I had planned to stop at multiple shops, but I went into the first one, Central City Comics in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it took all my time. When I first walked in, so if I'm 100% honest with you, okay, I first walked in and it kind of looked a little all over the place, right? But I'm talking to the dude, I'm going through the boxes that he's got out, and somebody had just come in, like the day before, someone had just come in, and they had come across a lot of money, and they had bought 25 long boxes, which wiped out his store pretty much. So he had to shut down, go to the freaking his storage unit, pull out all of his extra comics out of storage and bring them in there and put them in there, and he was doing like a soft reopening, you know what I mean? The dude was super fucking cool, super knowledgeable, not just about comics, just life in general. He's a musician, he's a veteran, had so much going on. Like, I sat there, I talked to this dude for what seemed like hours. Super cool dude, and on top of that, the comic books that he put out, I paid $25 for the stack. Okay? I won't say these are collectors. I could probably get one of them is a collector's item. I don't know if I can show you because the cover's a little spicy, but it came with a signature and then 2 certificates of authenticity of the cover. But it's a Heat Seeker Exposed, a Gun Honey series comic, which Jimmy from Superheroes Comics put me on to Gun Honeys. And I really enjoy it. It's about, and I got another one that I can show you all the cover. It's a little bit less spicy. But it's about assassins. It's about female assassins that are badasses. This one, I read this one already. And this is about an assassin who's being framed, and she has to find a way to, clear her name. But she doesn't do that in the first issue. I gotta find more. My LCSs don't sell any of the Gun Honey comic books, probably because they're MA. So I gotta find a way to get more of those. I love them. I found this gem, dude. Snakes and Ladders by Alan Moore. This is from the 90s. By the way, this dude sells a lot of like older stuff. Silver Age, Bronze Age, Gold Age. I don't think Bronze. I don't think I saw anything bronze in there. But he has a lot of like his collector's items, like his collector's comics is graded and stuff like that. That guy didn't buy any of that. That still was up on the wall, looked beautiful. He had a glass case up there with his like really rare stuff. He had some stuff behind the glass case. This like his personal collection that, he showed me and let me kind of flip through. Again, I can't say enough about this guy. Super cool fucking guy. Next time I'm in Charlotte, I will definitely be swinging by his shop because he gave me some freebie stuff too that I can't put on here. But man, just this comic, if we're talking about this comic, the art and what it's about is just so crazy. It's talking about DNA and the history of a group of humans and like the future, how it's gonna, where we came from, and like it talks about Adam and Eve and the helix, and look at this, the lettering in this, dude. It spirals, and I'm like turning while I'm reading the page. This is absolutely the wildest, most unique comic book I've ever even looked at, but definitely I've ever read. There is a little bit of adult content in here, so I can't show you every page, but if you are an adult and want some just off the wall weird shit, find this comic, man. And then last but not least, from what I got from his store, man, I got some Vigilante. He had more than just these ones, but I wanted a starting point. I need to find 1 through 3 from somewhere if I can. If not, then I'm just gonna read these. But it's 4 through 8. And I haven't read Vigilante yet. The only thing I know about Vigilante is from Peacemaker and how stupid he is in Peacemaker. And I say stupid as in hilarious. Like, Peacemaker himself is stupid, right? Vigilante is like the only dude that gives him a run for his money with his stupidity in it, in the best way possible, right? And in the way that the show was meant to be. So I am excited to read this. And then that's what I got from there. Again, $25, one signed with a certificate, a good comic, Gun Honey, some Vigilante comic, and there was a lot in there. I had to pace myself because I'm on balling on a budget. And then we went to McKay's, okay? And I saw the omnibus, The Boys. Look at that bad boy, man. $50. And I got so sticker blind excited, dude. I bought it, and we're going back to the car, and I'm just like staring at it, and I'm like, does that say fucking volume 2? It says volume 2. I was kind of angry at myself at first, and then, my fiance, she's like, just take it back in there, because at McKay's you can take stuff back in and, be like, oh, I bought the wrong one, or whatever. But I didn't do that because here's my justification. I am so far behind on so many comics. This would have sat on my shelf, even if it was volume 1, it would have sat on my shelf for a minute. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know what? $50 for an omnibus that's normally $100. It's $100 on the back, right? And I went on Amazon, and it's $100 on Amazon. So I was like, $50. I'm eventually gonna get all 3 of these, because I think I saw that there were 3 omnibuses for The Boys. I'm eventually gonna get all 3 of them. So I was like, $50, just gonna sit on the shelf. I'm gonna keep it. So when I get there, I have it, and I don't have to pay $100 or $100. I saw volume 3 was $150. I was like, so I don't have to pay out the ass to get this, okay? So I got it. I'm excited to read it. And I haven't read everything. I did read the first Gun Honey one, the one that I could show you all the cover. I read that. That was fantastic. I read the Alan Moore, The Snakes and Ladders. That was just freaking weird, dude. It was really long read, too. It was like 40 pages of weirdness. If you're into weird, just very unique, the art style in it is crazy. The writing is crazy. If you're into that kind of stuff, find that comic and read it. You're not going to be disappointed. Crazy, okay? So I can recommend those 2 comics, and I'm excited to read the rest of them. But guys, I recommend that you pick something up, read it, stimulate that mind, and have a great day.